This is your Revit civil tutorial, and we're going to do the most basic, simple thing without too much detail. There is so much you can do, and it's so powerful that all we're going to do is the very, very, very most basic thing. And in other classes, you'll learn more about what we can do. So the idea behind the civil portion of this is to do what's called massing and site work. So I'm going to click on the massing and site work button, and you're going to see that I can all sorts of things. I can make a topo surface, that's ground. I can put trees and shrubs and bushing and parking elements, and then later on I can do lots of things. I can grade it, I can run bulldozers through it and make property lines. So there's tons I can do, but I just want a piece of ground. That's all I'm looking for. And I'm going to do that on this view called site plan, floor plan site, because it's kind of set up for me already. I'm going to ignore these little things. As a matter of fact, I'm going to show you a trick right now. If I highlight one set of those and right click on it, I can hide that category of items in this view, and then they go away. And I'm going to leave this. This is my project 00. Those little things you were looking at were elevation view markers that marked where your elevations were looking at. And I don't need those here. All right, so here I am, and I'm going to make a topo surface. So I'll come up and click topo surface. And there's lots of ways to do this. I can sketch it, I can do all sorts of things, but I'm going to do it by just clicking points, and I don't care where they are. Okay, so I'm going to place a point, and then this elevation button comes up. And so every time I click a point, it's going to be at elevation 0, which is from my level 1. So I'm just going to make a thing around this. There. That's all at elevation 0. Now, generally, a building is kind of on the high point, but I'm gonna make it so that it's higher in the back and lower in the front. So let me go 2 feet higher. I'll just type a 2, and I'll put some 2s across there, and maybe 4. And as you do this, I don't really care where you put them or what numbers you use. And maybe 6. So I've got a property that's 6 feet higher in the back than it is around my thing. Now see how some of these are kind of funny. I'm going to go back to my 0 and add some points all around it just to make sure that I've got a good building pad. And that way some of the other points will have room to go around. Now in the front, I want it to go a little bit lower, so I'm going to put -1. And it may show up or it may not. It did. -1 and -2. So now I have a property. There. I've got a property. I'm going to go click. And I'm going to take a look at my site plan. Remember that thing that I said was... move down here a little bit more, view range. I'm going to make sure that I'm unlimited looking below it. That's kind of cool. And there we go. That's my site plan. Okay? And if I look at it in 3D, you're going to see, wow, isn't that really neato? And I can look and I can see, yep, it's going down the whole way. That's what my site looks like. And of course, I don't care what your site looks like, so long as you get a surface there. And we'll talk much more about what you can do with that surface. Okay? So there. You've got it. You've got a civil Revit job done.